probably wondering what Motivational Monday is, and I will happily tell you. So basically, Motivational Monday will be me sharing with you guys my recovery tips and my personal experiences when recovering from an eating disorder. Basically, I hope this will help you guys that are recovering and are looking to recover. I'm hoping it will help you guys in your own recovery as well. I wanted to start off first by saying a quick disclaimer that I am not a doctor and I do not know exactly what is right for you or anyone else. I'm just saying what has worked for me and many other people. I also wanted to say that you guys are worth it. I think that it's very important to continue to tell yourself that no matter what happens in your recovery, that you are worth it. Because let's say there's a day where you binge or you restrict. If you continue to tell yourself that you are worth it for recovery, you won't end up relapsing. And it's very important that you believe it yourself too. And that's why I'm here to tell you that you are worth it. So whenever you feel like you're not, then you can just DM me and tell me, and I will obviously always tell you that you are worth it, because everyone is worth it, and no one deserves to go through an eating disorder by themselves and feel like they're worthless, because that is so not true. So my first recovery tip when starting recovery would have to be that you stay consistent. That is because when you are starting recovery, you might notice that since you are eating more, you might notice a bit of weight gain, and that is totally normal. Obviously, it's different for everyone, but back to what I was saying, you will, when you first start recovery and eating, you will notice that you've gained a bit of weight. The reason it's completely normal is, if you think about it, your body has been deprived for so long eating less than 2,000 calories, maybe even less than 1,000 calories, and it's craving and it needs food and nourishment. So when you suddenly eat up to maybe 1,600, if you're used to 1,000, or maybe 2,000 or more than 2,000, your body's going to be like, wait, you're actually feeding me. So it's going to hold on to all that food most of the time in your midsection, and it's gonna feel really weird. You're probably gonna feel like a bloated feeling all the time, and you're gonna feel like crap, basically. The reason I'm saying not to let that stop you is because it eventually goes away. I'm not saying it's gonna go away in a day, I'm not saying it's gonna go away in a week, but for me, it's taken me 6 months since starting my recovery to actually feel like my weight distribution has been done. Like my weight has finally redistributed, and I'm not noticing like a bunch of fat in my midsection anymore, because that's where it all used to go. Most of the weight in the first place is water weight that you gain at first, because your body's retaining water in order to hold on to all that food and gather all those nutrients that it needs. What I did when I was recovering was I had my mom weigh me, and I had her weigh me once a week, and she would tell me whether I needed to eat more or whether I was fine. She wouldn't tell me the number, and that really, really helped me, because now I barely weigh myself. I don't even weigh myself at all. And when I go to the doctor, I don't ask them to tell me I weighed either. What you should be focusing on is how you feel. If you feel fine, if you feel great, then that's all you need to know. You don't need a number, because you're more than a number. Next, I wanted to tell you that what's helped me when I recover is to make a motivation wall, and that kind of goes with Motivation Monday. I basically take a bunch of quotes that I find interesting and that I really like and that help me a lot or I find quotes that inspire me. I usually go on Pinterest, or I find them on Instagram and I write them down, and then I print them out, or sometimes I might write them, and then I will put them on my wall, and yeah, that's about it. And then whenever I feel down, I might look at them, and that helps me a lot. I'm not going to be able to show it to you, but that's kind of part of it. And what also helped me was when I was starting to recover, I made some little writings and reminders with my mom, and I pasted them around the house, like on the counter where I would make my food. Like I'd put a reminder that you're eating to gain life, you're not restricting, because that's going to make your life more miserable. Just so because I knew I was going to be eating food at that time and I might need that reminder, so that's why I put the reminder there. Next, now I'm going to give you reasons to recover. First reason, you won't be cold anymore. I got this a lot in 9th grade. Like, I would walk into my classroom and I would be freezing like I was in Antarctica, and everyone would be perfectly fine, and I would just be sitting there imaginarily wearing 3 layers of ski jackets. Didn't actually wear those because I didn't have ski jackets, but still, it was really cold. Also, when you eat more, your nails will be turning purple. Usually when your nails turn purple, it's kind of like a sign that you're really, really cold. So, or at least that's what I learned, so you won't have that anymore, or probably not as much. Third reason to recover is you'll be able to do more things. It's very nice that you gain more energy. My fourth reason would be that you can enjoy eating out with your family. The reason I say this is because when I was struggling, I had a really hard time eating out. Like, I'd have to plan what I was eating before I went out, and it'd make a lot of my family members kind of frustrated because they felt like their whole decision on where they were going to eat and whether or not they were going to enjoy it depended on me and if I felt comfortable eating, and I didn't want that anymore. So now that I've recovered, my family and I have been able to enjoy eating out together and not feel like if I was frustrated, everyone else had to be frustrated, because I would make a big deal out of it, if that makes sense. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to like it and subscribe. Also, be sure to click the bell icon to get notifications on when I post next. Also, if you would like, be sure to leave requests for future videos. I'd love to see what you guys would want to see more of, and that is basically it. Also, do not forget that you can do this, and I already said this, but recovery is worth it because you are worth it, and anything that makes you happy will always be worth it, because I care about your happiness and God cares about your happiness, and so should you. Love you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.